So Angel Studios is back at it with yet another hit, this time with King of Kings. Their last massive hit was Sound of Freedom, which went on to make over $250 million at the worldwide box office. It is an absolutely fantastic movie. It's not the easiest movie to watch, but it is a very good movie. And now they're doing it again with an animated film this time called King of Kings, and it has passed a very major milestone at the box office worldwide. It has done something that Disney cannot do, and that is make money. This movie is doing very well at the box office, and maybe because it's a great animated movie for kids and families to watch and enjoy, something Disney hasn't made in a very long time. The modestly budgeted animated film, The King of Kings, has quietly been conquering the box office since its debut ahead of Easter. In under 2 weeks of release, The King of Kings has passed a major milestone at the global box office, emerging as one of the rare religious films to break out of the mainstream. The King of Kings features an all-star cast led by Oscar Isaac, who voices Jesus, with over $47 million domestically and more than $3 million from overseas markets. The King of Kings has now surpassed $50 million at the global box office. The film exceeded expectations in its domestic debut, grossing $19 million and finishing second on the charts behind holdover hit A Minecraft Movie. It slipped to the third spot last weekend as Ryan Coogler's Sinners debuted at the #1 position. Once again, The King of Kings exceeded expectations as it generated over $17 million, registered a minimal drop, and it is an all-time low drop that it had. It only dropped 9% in a week, and the average movie drop is anywhere from 50 to 60%. Like, let's look at the Minecraft movie. It dropped 48% this weekend, but in its second weekend, it dropped 52%. It is very rare you see a movie that has under a 50% drop nowadays, especially when people don't go to the movies all that often. But King of Kings is doing something fantastic, and it is remarkable to see. Now you look at it, and King of Kings only made $50 million, while Snow White made $194 million at the global box office. But King of Kings had at most of a budget of $15 million, and Snow White had roughly a $300 million budget. Now we won't know the exact budget of Snow White until around British tax season, but still, it is roughly around $300 million, and they spent boatloads of marketing dollars in there too. But yeah, as you can see, it's had at least a 50% drop in every week it's been out in theaters, and now it's struggling to make $186,000 in a day. Granted, it's the middle of the week, but even on the weekend, it's not even making $500,000 per theater. And you look at King of Kings, which started out at 3,200 theaters and is now in 3,500 theaters. It is still making over $1 million a day, even over $5 million a day during the weekend. You go to Angel Studios' last hit, Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom started out at $20 million, but only 2,900 theaters, and it ended up as high as 3,400 theaters, making $12 million in a week. Angel Studios does it the right way. They start out slow, and if their movie picks up, they add more theaters to it week by week, and it's looking like King of Kings could get into even more theaters, but only time will tell. But King of Kings made more money because it had a smaller budget. It's made all of its money pretty much in the United States, and the United States box office has about a 55% return back to the studios, and overseas is even less. So if your movie does better overseas than it does domestically, like Snow White, then it sees less of a return than what a movie like King of Kings or Sound of Freedom. But King of Kings is dominating the box office, a fraction of the budget of its competitors, and it placed third at the box office. Absolutely insane, and it is just remarkable to see. But anyway, that's all for me. If you liked the video, hit the like button, comment your guys' thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.